Hello guys, long time no see once again. The last 2 weeks were my finals, so I really just wanted to lock in and focus on school because I have this very bad tendency of putting YouTube ahead of school, and it's a very bad thing to do. So I decided to hands off the computer, just school. And it paid off. If you guys remember, I think it was last video when I was talking about my math class, I ended up getting an A in the class, which is crazy because I am not a good math student. Usually I average around low 80s in math because math is just not my strong suit, but I really locked in and I got an A in math. In college, math is crazy. Before I get into the commentary part of this video though, I want to talk about the build for a second, just so you guys get a clear basis of what's going on. So I wanted to do a coffee shop, something of that sort, cafe, multi-use apartment where it could have been a coffee shop with an apartment on the top or a loft, but I wanted the exterior of the house to look like a house. You know those bookstore cafes where you walk in and it just looks like a cute little cottage, but then when you get inside, it's actually a store or a cafe. So that sort of theme. It was supposed to be cottagecore woodsy, but then it kind of evolved into more of a coastal beachy type of color scheme. It just happens. Everything I always plan for, my mind just kind of goes autopilot and then I switch things up, which I like that because it just brings out different themes. I try to make sure every build looks a little different because, I mean, I know I have a set style, but I would like to say they vary a little bit in colors and textures and stuff. So there was that. I think in my Discord server, someone suggested that I make a secret garden home where it's more just the gardening you're focused on, and then the house is kind of like a little tiny statement in the middle of all that. So I tried to incorporate that concept, but obviously I think the house is still the main statement, but I did a lot of decal flowers and decal plants. And a lot of people keep asking how I do the elevated house so it looks like it's floating. It's just the basement with walls, and then you take a window frame and then put a decal for that straw looking fencing. I don't know what you call it, but I will do a video on that. I've been planning to do one about all my custom build hacks that I use a lot in videos, so that's definitely going to happen. Maybe I'll do that as my next video. We will see what happens. Bruh. But I tried to also make it so every window and wall kind of look different from the other. So some walls have the brick, others have this framing of structural, some have shutters, some have arches, just to give more of that cottagecore woodsy, because usually if you see a house in the garden, a secret place, it's not prim and proper, it's not perfect, it's got little weathering and edges and all this random stuff to make it unique. So that's what I kind of pulled, but I still made it cute. But I have some fun news to tell you guys about where I've been, what I've been doing since I was gone. I saw Madison Beer. Guys, I saw Madison Beer. If you have been watching my channel for a while now, you know I mentioned I got tickets for her back in October. I was so excited to go to this concert. You have no idea. My best friend and I, we did a little road trip and we drove up to Toronto, and Annex met us there and we got to spend the whole day with him. He met us at the venue, which is Drake's venue, called History Toronto. And I'm not very familiar with Toronto, so we had Annex come meet us there because, as you know, in the city of Toronto, no one really drives cars, and I wouldn't want to bring my car into the city of Toronto. That's just so much traffic. So we just parked it at the venue, and then he took transit, streetcars, and trains to come see us, and he met us there. And the thing was, right, I got there super early in the morning just to make sure we had time to spend the whole day with him because he didn't get tickets to Madison Beer because he didn't want to go, but that's fine. He regretted it later. Trust me, he regretted it. So we took the streetcar, we went up to Toronto. It was so much fun. We ended up walking around for a bit and just sightseeing as one does, talking about architecture. Annex and I are very big urban planning architecture freaks. We love talking about urban planning and sustainable housing and all the stuff that goes with architecture. And my best friend, she knows all about this stuff because I tell it to her all the time. And that's the other crazy thing. My best friend met my other best friend, Annex. It's like my two worlds collide, or as Annex says, my two Netflix shows, because he thinks I live in a Netflix show. So they met each other and it was really nice because it's just so nice to see your two friends that you're just so close with get along. So we were all talking, and my best friend, because I always talk about urban planning with her, she knows a lot about it because I tell her. So when we were having these conversations, she was included. We were talking about car-centric neighborhoods and cities and just so many other things. It was so fun. The conversations were great. I was so happy that they got along. When we were walking around, Annex had an objective, which was to find a place I can eat food at, because I mentioned this a long time ago too. I lost my taste and smell about 3 years ago. So there's only certain things I can eat, which is like barbecue, vanilla, and cinnamon. And the foods I usually eat is mainly just chicken because my taste is really weird. Everything tastes bad. I don't want to go too far into it because it's just a very long, confusing thing, but I lost my taste and smell to COVID 3 years ago. So he was very considerate and kept that in mind. And we found a place to get food since it was getting around the afternoon, and we all just hung out. Like, it was so nice to be with your friends. It's just so different, you know, like you talk to your friends online versus seeing them in real life. It's amazing. I think I'm really fortunate that we live very close together where I wouldn't have to take a plane to go see them. Anyway, after that, we ended up walking back to the venue early because for Madison Beer specifically, the tickets we bought were general admission. So that means you're on the floor and it's first come, first serve. So if you're really close up in the line towards the front, you're probably going to be closer to the front of the stage. The doors of the concert concert opened at 7. I wanted to get there around 6 because I feel like that's a pretty good prime time. Most people wouldn't come that early. So we didn't end up making it back till around 6:45 because we were just so busy talking. And then the streetcar that we took, it has a lot of stops. So it took a while to get to where we wanted to be. So we got delayed a little bit. And then my friend, she was trying to put on a bow because Madison Beer, you know, everyone wears bows and stuff. So I had on a bow dress and like these really big platform black boots, which were so clutch. I'll tell you about them later. And she wore a pink bow top. So when we got in the line, it was around 6:45 and there were so many people ahead of us. I think a good 300 to 400. I was like, oh no, we're not gonna make it to the front. This is too many people. But the thing is, the venue fits, I think it was 2,500 people. So being realistic, that's not a lot of people ahead of me. And I didn't really know what the venue inside looked like because Google shows you one thing versus actually being in it. So Annex, what a king. He stayed in line with us because we were just hanging out. While we were waiting in line to make the time pass by, I did a friendship quiz. So I was like, who knows me better? So I was asking them random questions. I posted a video on my Instagram story about it, but I would ask them questions like, what's my favorite number? On one of the questions when I asked, what's my favorite shoe brand? Which my favorite shoe brand is Sophia Webster. My friend, she said Sophia, and then he said Webster. So he finished her statement. It was so funny. And by the time we got inside, because the doors open at 7, but we didn't end up getting into the doors till like 7:45 because it just, they have to check everyone in and do security and all that stuff. But when we got in, the stage, the way it was placed, it was kind of like there was a stage and then everyone kind of forms a circle around the front of it. So there's a lot of room to move around and get to the front. So when we got there was probably 3 rows of people in the front. I was like, okay, this is my time because the opener hadn't come out yet and everyone was just waiting around buying merch. I wanted to get merch, but I didn't want to spend $100 on a jersey. I was like, you know what? We don't need to get merch. Let's just focus about getting in the front. There were people that weren't really close together. There were so many gaps. So I kind of just weaved my way through to the front. I was pretty close. I didn't have to move my head or duck around to see her, which was really, really nice. Plus, I bought these platform boots to make me really tall because the average demographic for Madison Beer is pretty much girls. The average height of girls is like what, 5'4", 5'5". So I'm 5'6", 5'7". Plus I got these 2-inch platforms. So that put me up to like 5'8", 5'9". So I was able to see over everyone. I felt so tall and I got to see a perfect view of her. It was amazing. But the concert was amazing. She has such a good stage presence and voice. She threw flowers at us. She always stopped to talk to us for a little bit. And in this concert specifically, there were 2 times where people passed out or something. So she stopped the music and I'm glad the people were okay, but the one time that she did stop the music was on one of my favorite songs, Stained Glass, which I love so much, but it was amazing. I'm gonna put some videos so you guys can see. Pray I don't get copyrighted. The concert was around an hour and a half, I believe. They said the concert was gonna start at 8, but it didn't actually start till around 9:30, which is kind of annoying though because we were just standing around and obviously if you leave, you lose your spot. So if you had to pee or anything, you better hold it. But I was so happy. The concert was amazing. I'm rewatching this right now and I cannot believe I said it that many times. I promise my vocabulary is more expansive than that. I would definitely say if you didn't go to the concert this time, you should definitely go if she tours again. She wears these sparkly outfits, but in person, it sparkles so much more. It was so cool. Back to build talk for a second. For the interior of this build, I was really, really confused. So there were so many things that I changed up constantly, but I found a really cool concept on Pinterest where it had flowers and plants inside of the cafe. So things were overgrown, but there were also tables and chairs. So it looked like a cafe, just more botanical. The thing I did struggle with a lot though was the color scheme. I kept going back and forth on what to do. So in the end, it turned out being blue and pink, as you can see. Since this is kind of like a secret coffee shop, it doesn't have to be grand or big, so there's really not a lot of seating, but it's supposed to feel homey and cozy. Although there wasn't a lot of pink on the exterior, I gotta add pink on the interior. It's a signature thing of mine. It's always gotta be there. And I do have to say, a lot of the majority of these decals are from Rotor PSI. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm gonna link their decals and all the decals in the description as always, so you can use them. This is such a common thing people keep asking me, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So say you're in their inventory and you're trying to use a decal. When you open it in a new tab, for example, let's just open this one, it's gonna say you need permission to access this content. You don't actually need permission, guys. See on the top where it says the code, you just still copy and paste the code. That's all you gotta do. You just can't see what the decal is when you're putting it in a new tab because I don't know why they did that, but you could still use it. It's the same exact thing. So when you're opening a decal link, just know which one you're using and then just copy the code. It's literally the same thing. Also chat, whenever I say hello girls, I am talking to both the boys and the girls. If you haven't noticed, I call everyone a girl. I say, hey girl. And you know what? One time this guy, I said, hey girl to him, hey girlfriend, as one does. And he said, I'm not a girl. And I said, I wasn't asking girlfriend. So if I say, hey girls, that's what I'm just gonna call you guys from now on. Because there's, you know, roaches. Now there's girls. So if I'm saying girls, it's like saying hello dudes. That's my way of saying hello to all of you. So don't comment, I'm a boy, I'm not a girl. Girl, it is a phrase. Thank you. Bruh. Because I think I've stepped away from uploading as much, the 2 videos that I have posted, which are commentary, I think they're just such high quality that I don't want to do filler videos anymore, which if you don't know what a filler video is on my channel, it's kind of just videos that aren't commentary, such as build battles, TikTok hacks, judging houses. I would consider those filler just because they don't require as much time and effort as I'd put into a commentary video, which is obviously a detailed build. They're still good videos, don't get me wrong, but I feel so much more pride when I post a big commentary video that's 20 to 30 minutes long and the build is super detailed. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing filler videos. I'll definitely probably do one after this because after 3 builds in a row, I kind of want to take a break from building to get some stress off just because I finished school and I want to delegate a little bit and plan some other things. A lot of people have requested that I do judging builds again. I'm gonna wait to do that until Annex and Isaac come back because Isaac is currently not home. But I do want to know what videos you guys want me to start doing going forward. If you do like the filler content, let me know. If you prefer just commentary and then you'd wait a few weeks for an upload, let me know. Just tell me what you prefer in the comments. I keep seeing a lot of comments saying I'm a new viewer and I just found your channel. So if you're a new viewer, hello guys, I'm so happy you are discovering my channel. I love people that find my channel and then they start to binge watch the videos, or just people who have been watching them as I upload. You guys mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for supporting my content. I genuinely can't believe people actually binge my content because there's times for me when I watch a YouTuber and then I just get sucked into this rabbit hole of just binging all their videos ever existed. David Dobrik, I used to binge watch his vlogs when I found his channel because they were just so entertaining. So to think that someone does that on my channel is crazy. If you do that, please let me know. I don't know how many videos I have in total. I think I have like 30 commentaries. So I need to start stacking up so you have more to binge. Also, I talked about this in my last video, but Bridgerton season 3 just came out and it is so good so far. Although I'm really mad they split it into 2. So usually this show, it's a romance period drama. There's usually 7 to 8 episodes every season, but they did it where we only got 4 at one point and then we have to wait another month for the next 4. Which doesn't really make sense to me because if they were gonna do it split, they should have just did 1 every week so it's consistent, but we have to wait a month for the next 4. Listen, the average person watching a Netflix show binges it. We don't wait to watch them periodically. Like, we just watch it in one sitting. I literally watched the whole new season in 1 day because I've been waiting for it for what, like 2 years now? So of course I'm gonna watch it really fast. But now I have to wait a whole month. Like, dude, why? You guys watched the show The Summer I Turned Pretty? They did something different where they did it where the first season, they just put them all out on Amazon Prime right away. And then for the second season, they did it weekly. So it went through the whole summer, which was kind of nice because every week everyone kind of debriefed on TikTok and everyone talked about the episode. That was cool. I like having it all dropped at one time because it's just easier to keep track and remember the plot. So I don't know why they did that, but it's been really good. The season's good. I will have to say though, season 1 and 2 are my favorites. So right now, season 3 isn't up there. The 2 main characters, Colin and Penelope, their love story is so cute. They've kind of had build up through the first and second season, and then the third was their tying in, but they didn't really have much content or scenes together in the third season. I was kind of expecting more detail. Anyway, Amazon Prime dropped a new show called Maxton Hall. Dude, it is so good. The romance in there is so good. The tension, the plot is so good. It's pretty much an enemies to lovers show where this guy and this girl go to the school together, and the girl ends up finding this thing that could be blackmail on his family. So the guy like tries to bribe her and be like, hey, I'll give you money if you do this and don't tell anyone. And she's like, no, I don't need your money, blah, 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 blah. Because of this, like they get into fights and arguments. Eventually they become enemies to lovers, which is really cute because they have a very organic way of falling for each other. The show didn't make me cringe at all, which is kind of rare. Some shows, there's always like some weird cheesy line where I'm like, yeah, this is definitely written by like an older person. This one was very chill on that. It was so good. And it's based on another book because I think it's a German series. So I might start reading the books once they're translated to English. And guys, the main character is a tall blonde. That's my man right there. And the girl is so pretty. There was one scene where she was wearing this dress from, I think it was the Victorian era. She looked so good in it. I was like, oh my god. And the way he was looking at her, he was in love. I was like, oh my god, where is my man? Bruh. I'm gonna tell you guys my plans for the rest of the week because this week is kind of busy for me. I'm going on a little weekend trip with some of my friends. We're going to see another concert, 21 Savage, which is a rapper. I don't really listen to him that much just because I'm not a rap person. In my opinion, I don't think rap is good music just because I think a lot of the lyrics are very damaging to to our society. All rappers' lyrics are just about sexualizing women, so I don't like it. I like pure lyrics, something that's not dirty stuff. So I'm going to that with my friends because that's what most of them listen to. They listen to Drake and 21, all those big rappers. So I was like, you know what? I'll go because I get to wear an outfit, guys. I get to wear an outfit. And I bought this outfit a really long time ago because we bought tickets to this in March. And I've been trying on the outfit because I just keep thinking, I don't really like this anymore. It looks weird. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a different outfit. And here's the problem, right? The concert is literally from today. It's in 4 days. And most companies, they take a good week to ship stuff to you because I order online. So I made an impulse purchase and I'm really, really hoping it'll come in time. I bought express shipping. I never paid for shipping because I hate spending money on shipping, but I did it for this situation because I need to have a good outfit, guys. We need to have a good outfit. And it said 2 to 6 business days. So I'm really praying it's gonna come in time. It's being shipped from Australia. So this is hit or miss. I have no idea if it's gonna come in time. But this whole concert trip that we're doing, we're basically renting an Airbnb and staying overnight, which to me, this is kind of weird because I've never done this before. So this is gonna be a first time experience. I was never a sleepover kid when I was little just because I like the comfort of my own bed and my own space. So I don't know how I'm gonna do on this trip. I'm gonna hope for the best. All the people I'm going with too, they're pretty chill. I hate being put in uncomfortable situations. I like hanging out with the same people that make me feel comfortable. I've been trying to make a little checklist of everything I need to bring with me so I don't forget anything. I'm kind of trying to brace myself. Like my social battery needs to be up the entire time. The 21 Savage guy that's performing, I've been studying his lyrics. So I know one of his songs in and out. Glock in my lap. I studied that song like a math test. Just so when I'm at the concert, I know all the lyrics because at Madison Beer, I knew all the lyrics and it was so good, but that's just because I already liked all her music. Literally every song, I was screaming the lyrics. It was amazing. So I want to recreate that with 21. I really want to go to the beach. I really want a tan. Although I did learn that a tan is when your skin is getting burnt or something. So the defense mechanism is that your skin gets darker. And I was like, oh my god, I'm burning my skin. I'm gonna get skin cancer, but I want to be tan. It's better than going in a tanning bed. Actually, it's probably not. I just want to be tan. I like the feeling. Plus, when you go to the beach and then you get home, there's just this feeling on your body where you just feel the sun on you. This good feeling of exhaustion. I love it. After you shower, you just get into your comfy clothes, put on a Netflix show, and you're just so warmed by the sun. Do you guys remember when earlier in the video I was talking about the emergency outfit I bought as a backup because I didn't like my original outfit? Well, I got a notification that it's going to arrive next week. Why did I pay express shipping? Why? Why did I pay that much for it not to come? So, me being me, I had a feeling it was hit or miss, and I was not going to take any chances. So I ordered a backup outfit, okay? Well, not backup outfit, but a backup top. And the backup top is actually really cute. So we have hope. This is gonna be a good concert outfit. The backup outfit is gonna come tomorrow, but the original backup outfit isn't coming tomorrow. It's coming next week. So that defeats the whole purpose. So when it comes in, I'm literally gonna return it, but I'm gonna lose money because I paid for shipping. This is literally my karma for spending money on shipping because I literally said I never spend money on shipping, and I broke that promise. I lied to myself. I'm actually face palming so hard right now. What was the point? Alright gals, it is time to show you the final build. The value is 230k. Let's take a look at the outside. Beautiful, beautiful gardening. I went a little crazy on the gardening for this build specifically because it was requested that we did a little secret garden moment. So we have overgrown grass decals everywhere and tons of plants, lots of different colors just to show that wild forest flower vibe. And let's just take a moment, right? All the windows have custom arches and structural, and every single plant holder is different. So everyone has a different flower and design. This one has wall trim on the bottom. This one has a half open planter. This one has shutters. So there's just a lot of variety. And then I did vines on the side to make it look overgrown, and lots of bricks, which were from the new update, which I really liked. That was very nice of them to add. And then we have a custom decal carpet for the entrance. Let's go inside. So the concept of this, as I mentioned in the video, is pretty much a chill, open concept cafe coffee shop. So as you can see here, we have these couches with also custom chairs that I got off a TikTok hack, which I did a video on a while ago. I kept the decor pretty simple just because I wanted the main statement piece to be the plants just surrounding the entire area and then the color scheme. And then I did mismatched paintings to tie in with the color scheme. And there's a lot of structural going on up here to frame the building. So a lot of pink pillars and beams to give that woodsy garden, I don't know what you call that, rustic type of style. And I just love all the flowers I put. It matches with the outside because of that, because realistically the pink in here is nothing like the outside. I feel like they're very opposite aesthetics. Yeah, we have this nice sitting area and I made it look staged, so there's bowls and silverware. These roses are so perfect for this room, and build in specific because the colors match really well. But as we go around, we have the 2 separate booth areas. So a little separation from this seating area. There's stairs and then you have 2 booths. So if you're more rich and you want to sit in a nice area, you could sit over here. And these were decals I got from, I think it was Love Shack Fancy. They're cards, so I put them on the table as placemats or napkins. And then I got more decals. I'll link them in the description. But just more overgrown vines and pillars everywhere. I just love the style. And then this part was so difficult to make. I don't know, I just couldn't think of an original idea, but I finally came up with this. It's a cafe bar where you order and get pastries. So we have a cake on display and then a bunch of other pastries. I found all these art print looking things on Pinterest. I saw this TikTok of a girl who did paintings and I really liked her work, so I tried to find her on Pinterest and I saw a bunch of her work, so I uploaded them as decals. And then this is the menu to tie in with the color scheme. And we have a lot of accents going on, so we have a dark brown accent here and then I did a pink accent with this blue. Just trying to tie everything together. And then this was just a custom shelf I made just to fill up space because the cabinets didn't work. So yeah, originally this part was blank if you watched the whole commentary. I didn't know what to put here, but then when I was making the thumbnail, I realized, okay, I want to fill up the space, so I added a TV and then stuck a decal on there. But I probably will post a speed build on this on my other channel, so stay tuned for that. And then this I got from when I was doing a video with Isaac. We made an ice cream truck and he made this little makeshift sign, so I took inspiration from that and did that over here, so it kind of indicates that this is the logo of the coffee shop, bakery, whatever you want to call this place, and this is where you order. I don't know why this took me so long. I got so stuck with ideas halfway through, so it took me a while to figure out how to fill the space, but I really like the end result. I love making cafes and bakeries, as you can probably tell on my channel, although I can't figure out if I like the outside or the inside more. So let me know what you guys prefer and what you want me to build next, because I need some ideas. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!
You know you love me. XOXO.
French Rose's girl.